Hello and welcome to Group 34's Technology Plan Proposal, e-readers in the library. Throughout this class, we have discussed, read, and wrote about how technology is an integral part of a library. Throughout the course and in our jobs, we noticed that technology is advancing at a rapid pace. Our idea for this project is for an existing library that serves an area of about 100,000 people. The library is very involved in the community and represents a community that is multi-ethnic and multilingual. Many of our patrons love that we are such a diverse library. However, we can always do better. In an article about academic libraries, students were given the opportunity to check out Kindles so they could listen to and read audiobooks as well as regular books. A common theme in research on using audiobooks for literary skills is the idea that listening provides the same literary skills as reading. Jansen 358. As our community expands, so does our collection. But why Kindles? Incorporating Kindles into the library will reach a different set of patrons, bringing more interest into the library. The library collection will increase and the e-branch will circulate more. Patrons will be given a chance to use portable technology. Patrons won't be charged a fee unless items are damaged or late. The library follows the ALA's Code of Ethics and Values, and those same values will be applied to the Kindles. Library staff will be trained on this technology, thus expanding their professionalism. Kindles will continue to promote education and lifetime of learning by having access to the e-branch. Our target audience is Bob. Bob is a middle-class, middle-aged man that does not have time to browse the library for titles that he may want. He loves technology and items that he can read on his smartphone. Bob is a very busy man and would rather be home browsing the library catalog rather than sitting in a library and using the card catalog during operating hours. Buying the Kindles would allow Bob to check out a tablet and check out the e-branch catalog and download items to the tablet to read at his own pace. Bob wants to use the tablet to read magazines, the new James Patterson or David Baldacci, and watch the occasional video through Hoopla. Implementation of the Kindles will take place over the span of 4 weeks. This includes installation, staff training, and pre-programming the Kindles so they can't be stolen. Once implemented, patrons will be able to check out one Kindle per adult card. Kindles cannot be renewed and will be automatically shut down after their 2-week period. Patrons are responsible for their Kindles like any other library item. Patrons will be charged for Kindles that are returned damaged for a $50 fee plus a $5 processing fee. If patrons return a charging cord that is damaged, they will be charged $14 per cord plus a $5 processing fee. If a patron returns a damaged case or lost case, they will be charged a $30 fee plus the $5 processing fee. If a Kindle is assumed lost, patrons will receive an official receipt upon payment. Patrons will be able to get a refund if the item is returned without damage and if patron has official receipt. The $5 processing fee is non-refundable. If a Kindle is stolen or damaged through outside forces, the patron must present an insurance claim to have the fees waived. Using existing technology such as Wi-Fi and the pre-programmed library apps such as Libby, Overdrive, Hoopla, RB Digital, and Freegal, Kindles will be pre-programmed by IT with apps that are already familiar to patrons and staff. A cabinet in the circulation desk will be purchased to house the Kindles. Kindles will be kept in a locked cabinet where surge protectors and charging cables will keep the Kindles powered. Additional cables for patron use will be kept at the bottom of the cabinet until checkout. Circulation staff will be responsible for checking out Kindles to patrons. Keys will be kept in a secured drawer with the other keys. The marketing plan will start after Kindles have been programmed and staff has been trained. Utilizing public service announcements, we will be able to advise the Kindles through local airwaves. This will help reach local patrons who are unaware of the new Kindles. Using local newspaper ads, which will run for 6 weeks appearing on Wednesday, this will help us catch local patrons scouring the papers for coupons. Kindles will be advised on the library's existing social medias, such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Library staff can promote the latest and audiobooks and generate commentary among online patrons. Kindles will also be promoted on the library's main page as well as the e-branch page. Staff members in charge of the social media accounts will will determine how long the ads are running. For our budget, for the cost of 12 Kindle Fire 8s, it's a total of $599.88. For a 2-pack surge protector, it's $11.49. 12 Kindle charging cables are $167.52. 12 Kindle Fire 8 protective cases are $323.88. 4 Kindle Fire 8 protector screens come in a 3-pack is $42.36. A Dimco locking cabinet is $419.99. Installation is $50. Staff training, $0. Local newspaper ad once a week for 6 weeks is $107.04. The radio public service announcement is $0. Social media, $0. Our total is $1,672.16. Staff training will be done in-house by IT, costing in the $0 for specialized training. The radio PSAs are free and are paid for by the radio company. Social media is also free since it's already used in the library's daily life. Possible problems. Now that there is an implementation of the Kindles to our selected library, what's next but to assess how they will fit in the long run for everyone? According to the 4 simple questions and the SWOT analysis, there are several conclusions that can come from this portion of assessment analysis. First, to make sure that the librarians don't cause the Kindle e-readers to brick or break, training is necessary to prevent such problems by getting training from IT and other librarians knowledgeable in tablets. Next, to make sure that the library users do not end up breaking the technology either, it's important that there are rules in place to make sure that the users don't break the e-reader before, while, and after using it. Finally, if the e-readers are stolen or overdue, at least being able to have librarians able to lock or brick the e-reader so it can't be used for nefarious or illegal reasons helps to either get them returned or found. While focusing on how e-readers can have an extensive use without abuse or breakage, we aligned our SMART goals to coincide with the questions of our own to try and figure out the best way to implement the e-readers into our library. Specific, the stakeholders in our technology plan are both the patrons who will use the e-readers and the librarians who will be learning how to use and check said e-readers. Aside from them, the IT section of the library and the library administration are also involved in making sure that e-readers are capable of being utilized. Since this will be done over a span of a couple of weeks from implementation to assessment, it helps to have everyone on board for guaranteeing success. Assessment will take 6 weeks and begin once the Kindles are implemented into the library. What do I want to accomplish? The overlaying goal is to be able to allow e-readers for checkout purposes for patrons who want it, while the reasoning is because it will help endear the library patrons to the library, since they will see the library adapting modern technology to their interests. Measurable. When measuring the goals, we managed to get the total equipment amount for 12 Kindle Fire 8 e-readers as $599.88. With all the supplies total, it's $1,565.12. We will start out with the 12 and consider buying more if the Kindles are successful. With the marketing budget, the grand total is $1,672.16. All of the items, including the Kindles, the supplies like plugs and surge protectors, and all of the marketing to attract people curious about the technology, cover a measurable cost of the technology plan. The way that we see the goal is accomplished is by the library patrons' interest in the Kindle e-readers and by how well the plan takes off, measured by how many e-readers were checked out or in use. Achievable. With our achievable goals for this technology plan, it is important for our technology plan to be grounded to reality, making sure it is realistic to implement. Considering the timing for implementation to be over 4 weeks, the factors that could make or break our plan highly depend on if the library administration allows us to implement the readers, combined with getting the IT staff to help train the librarians. If this is approved, it's very possible the implementation can be achieved within the 4 weeks and the assessment afterwards can be done in 6 weeks. Since we are well below our given budget, there are very few constraints that prevent us from allowing the e-readers. The only one we can think of that can stop us, aside from the other 2 mentioned, could be any technological difficulties that could arise during training or implementation. Aside from glitches or manufacturing errors that could cause some of the e-readers to have to be returned and fixed or replaced. With all the supplies, training, marketing, and timeline, we have everything we need to accomplish the goal. Results. With all the aspects of the implementation and the eventual assessment of the e-readers in the library, it's easy to check how the results will affect the overall technology plan. Combining the resources we already have and the ones we will be receiving from either what we will buy or what we are gifted, we should be able to complete the implementation on schedule barring any issues. By doing all of these procedures and keeping to the time frame we have, we should be able to finish everything on time. This will aid the library and dear to the library patients and the public at large that we are current on our library technology. This will also encourage the library administration to fund more modern technology to our library, as well as draw in visitors if the technology they can't use at home is available at the library. If we start the implementation immediately, we should be able to complete the entire process by the end of the month. For example, if we start on the first week presenting the information and data to the library, then awaiting their responses, we can then start the installation and training by the end of the first week and all throughout the second week. The third week could be used to put the finishing touches on installations and practicing with the new e-reader equipment, followed by test running the e-readers at the end of the third week and throughout the fourth week. After that, we watch to see how well the e-readers are doing and make corrections as we are going. Assessment. The assessment of the e-readers will be done over the course of 6 weeks by way of surveying our library patrons and checking in to see how they are liking the e-readers. Gathering all that data, we can safely examine how well the e-readers are well received and determine any improvements that need to be applied to guarantee success. We will also keep an eye out for any kinks that might be causing issues, such as increasing our supplies and Kindles, increasing marketing, or increased privacy steps for patrons. If it gets a following, we will continue using the e-readers and allow them to be rented out for home use. But if the popularity is low, we will reconsider this, making sure the e-readers will remain at the library only. Here are the sources we use to support our advocacy and marketing goals. This concludes Group 34's presentation. Thank you for your time.